Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Abi.
David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Neymar looking for options for movement. He's found the way through.
아, 슛해야지.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Perez. Well-timed, excellent interception. Tomiyasu. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bullets! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them.
And Hullet! Yes! They are really blurry here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's from Mario. Spread it left. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Seedorf. Oh, this is from Mario. He's cut it out. Ljungberg tries to pass it through. Rice. And he's worked it through.
오야 어디가?
He's picked his way through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's straight offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst and he shoots! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's in. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is from Mario. Not the most accurate pass. Didn't squeeze it through. Played out to the left flank. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Mbappe. Rice plays it long. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's only too happy to take that back. Ljungberg.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Neymar. Goes for a shot! It's in!
캡틴으로 들어간다 했지. 아유.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Mbappe with a definite foul there. Mbappe has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And we hit half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Arsenal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about the football, and some of the stuff they've played so far.
7 TV 만세.
레드 TV 만세.
Have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback,
홈에 하나 새로 짰습니다.
done the job already. And the game has already resumed here. And he's in on goal. Aims beyond the defence. Great chance! And that has faded wide.
무언데?
그냥 4-3-3인데 배치를 좀 바꿨는데 괜찮은 것 같아갖고 좀 써보다가 좀 이상하다 싶으면은 지금 호마리우 쓰고 있는데 호마리우 말고 이제 플랫포를 써볼까 생각도 좀 들고 저거 지금 빠겨 호마리우거든요.
He's got away. That is lovely from him.
빠비.
Out to the right. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out to the left it goes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Whatever he had
Oh.
in mind, that was not it.
라브 코마가 아니네.
라브호마를
Come off the upright.
한 2번은 뽑을 기회가 있었잖아요. 근데 이상하게 그때는 이제 라브 대신에 아니 라브 대신에가 아니라 뽑을 필요가 없다고 느껴갖고 안 뽑았는데 라브 하나 정도는 있었어야 되는데
나도 코마는 다 패스함.
저거 원부예요 원부.
Neymar. Passes short and sharp. Romario. He's had a shot. Sticks it away. And this is
처음에 이렇게 했거든요.
ridiculous.
여기 라브, 여기 빠겨, 여기 이침, 여기 산탱, 여기 이침 요렇게 하고 있는데 요 자리 좀 마음에 안 들면은 풀메포로 바꿀까 생각은 하고 있어요.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9.
So time to change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Mbappe.
Spread out to the left.
Number 7.
Now it's Perez.
Number 24.
Big header.
Number 13.
He's put it wide.
Coming on the field. Number 19.
중앙 가기 좋겠군.
어제 하여튼 게임하다가 이게 맞나 싶어갖고
Driving forward. He's shifting through the
킹골 한 골 너무 어렵게 넣잖아요.
nice control.
만들어서 넣는다는 게.
52.
Adams defending his corner
그래서
stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
이거 마침 아스날도 있고 해갖고
That's been
홈의
well
연습 겸.
played. That pass has been well intercepted. No joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gets a good foot in there. Vieira. Bellingham. No, it's Nedved. No, that was never going to make it. Distributed tidily. And the return pass. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ernest. And it's Vieira.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's a good ball. And the shot! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
아이고 그렇게 가냐?
Timber. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now it's Marino. Havertz.
어?
Oh, shooting chance! He scores! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Arsenal grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation.
아, 이건 오바했다.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Nedved. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
드리블 유형의
Ready to travel.
라브가 하나 필요하긴 한데.
Nedved moves short. Tries a shot! Sensational from Bellingham! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point where...
It's Pires! And the keeper can swallow it up. Maldini. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a great pick out. He is charged, surely! And how good was that? A finish of true class! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Now there's a fine ball. He's picked his way through.
까비?
That's really well manoeuvred. 5 minutes to add. That's Nedved. Oh, this is a great shoot! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there.
Decent chance! And that is the last effort of the game. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Hullet!
이야, 수비 왜 이렇게 많냐? 엄마 거의 100여도.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Aims beyond the defence. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's
Oh.
just beyond his reach. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Mbappe.
야, 거기 아니지. 홈 줘야지.
Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Now it's Bale. An instinctive climbs up big.
오,
Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Hullet. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Neymar.
Such good technique.
Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that.
아, 까비.
Yaya Toure.
가자.
Looking for options for movement.
와, 어떻게 패스 그렇게 나가냐?
That's a simple one for the keeper. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Seedorf. Arsenal finding their path. Romario! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nesta. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now, real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Van der Sar will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. They feel like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Neither of these two want to come
아이고.
best. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's going to go a long way. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
에이.
And claimed it back swiftly. And Romario! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Seedorf, and it's Hullet. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. That's short.
아비.
He's had it nicked away. And back to the keeper, Dida, the great organiser of defence. There is the half-time whistle.
Arsenal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are back underway. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Tomiyasu calmly anticipates. Driving on and making progress. Toure tries making a foray down the right. Tomiyasu gets a foot in here. Arsenal can breathe again.
아, 캔슬.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vitinha. Maldini. Vitinha. Yaya Toure. Hullet. Played out wide. Seedorf. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And a chance! Danger averted for now.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Just eases him off the ball. Nesta. 60 minutes played. Defending was strong and firm. Seedorf. Oh, good take in a good area.
야,
Well
어디다 줘.
danger is averted. Neymar. Neymar! Yes! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
3-0, and things are... He rises! And he's straight offside.
어? 잠깐만. 아, 저쪽을 못하는구나. 왼발 라그가 필요하네. 왼발이나 매너.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
Time then
13.
for the first substitution of the game.
Number 7. Neymar. Number 21.
And it's Ibrahimovic,
Mbappe.
Bale,
Number
and he's managed to get
24.
free.
Gullit. Number
And the
19.
shot! Ronaldo, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
Number
No,
14.
not quite.
Rafinha.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Vinicius Junior. Number 20. Rafael Leao. Number 19. Bebeto.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That has not gone well. Bebeto.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Gullit, showing good feet. Bale puts them all in. Oh, what a mistake! And it's corner. Corner number 2 then. Bale plays it short. And here's Bale. Bale making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's there to bounce it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bebeto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira, out towards the flank. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Steaming on goalwards.
에이,
Tomiyasu spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its best. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's a pretty loose pass. Tomiyasu cuts it out. Just 5 minutes left. Bebeto. Vinicius Junior.
에이.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good ball. Goes for a shot. It's in. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He has a look and pull it! Vieira. Maldini does well to get it back. And the number on the board is 3. Well seen, saw that coming. And that is as far as it goes. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win they will relish.
졌으니 뭔가 했더니 AI 디비전이구나. 이 사람이 그 리숙님이랑 하는 거 본 거 같은데. 말리고.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, there is here a great sense of
와, 안 밀려.
as to and the shot. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Stood up well to him there. Yeah, he's fouled him there. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Dixon goes direct. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Lam produces the perfect tackle there. Chooses to go back. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to play.
아,
Looks a good ball through. Shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Seedorf. Engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in. Now it's Hullet.
아,
Hullet was
이거는
alert to the possibilities.
개인기 할 때가 아니었나 보다.
It's fruitless. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He can run onto that. Oh, that's a shot, surely! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Hullet, showing good fit. And Hullet! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Bullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like...
Romario!
아하.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet.
아,
Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back in. Neymar. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Can he get it through? Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Van Basten looking to be a menace in the final third. And he's managed to get free. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Lam. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back promptly.
야, 호나리오 줘야지.
Seedorf. Seedorf charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Van Basten. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Nedved. Good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. Dida did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Dixon. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
아,
Nedved. He's in plenty of space here. Vieira. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Has a look and plays it forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Gabriel cuts it out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
막힌 거 같죠? 아니, 막혀야 된다. 실메프로 할까?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack the real
거기 아닌데.
go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Nedved. And it's Bale. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Romario.
아,
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Hullet. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake. And the second half is off to a flyer. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe.
아, 시간 안 했는데도 들어가네.
They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Neymar.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. On ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
아, 까비.
Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Vieira. And here's Rafael Leao. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's being urged to shoot. Vinicius Junior! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Goes for a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
That has been knocked clear.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
아, 내가 실수했다.
Rodri. And it's Lam. Good ball, good take. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's got away.
아, 야, 거기 아닌데.
Through. Rodri. Great ball if he can get there. Gabriel wins the duel this time.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Rummenigge is onto this. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Time added on will be 2 minutes. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Bebeto. Nice interception, well timed. And that's that. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this.
그치, 이 사람 7이 맞지? 아, 얘를 좀 드리블 위주로 키워볼까, 그러면? 아, 균조 83 너무 아까운데. 아니지? 잠깐만. 굳이 이렇게 할. 왼쪽, 오른쪽.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
아, 까비.
Already started. Backward it goes.
못 떠주는 거야.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Soboslai. Good read, needed to be. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very
Ah,
first
까비.
all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep going box to box. These weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Ball is over the line. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers.
아, 뚫렸다.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition. No force to come out.
Looking to play him in. And the finish! In he goes again. They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goal. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here?
아, 여기까지.
Travelling. Szoboszlai knocks it into space.
와, 대형 사고 날 뻔했다.
He was hit it long, but astray. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kukçu is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away.
아, 그쪽이냐? 까비.
Good looking ball. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Great defender. Szoboszlai! And again. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe is herring after that one. And that interception was
아, 진짜.
necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're quick to get it back. The pass is intercepted. Dixon. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. That's good play. Dixon. And here's Seedorf. Seedorf gets flagged offside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some good work on the right flank here. Can he latch on to this? Pullett.
오, 뭐야.
A corner it is then. This possibly the last play of the half. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Arsenal head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
아, 까비.
Good alertness. Wan-Bissaka. Aubameyang is onto it in a flash. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kukçu could move up a gear here. Nicely aimed pass. And it's made its way to him. So threatening. And the shot!
아, 잘한다.
It's in! Once more they've
누구 부개냐.
They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
아,
It could be in here. Mbappe. And he's running through. And a chance. Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Bebeto. And he's there to get it away. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 97.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the lead now is 2.
On the field.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And this is Bebeto.
아,
That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Luis Suarez is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and
Wow.
contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rafinha. Bellingham. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Floated through. He's in space and looking for options.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. That's tidy. Stood up well to him there. Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
까비.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, this is Owen. Bellingham goes hurtling down the right side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bebeto finds himself offside. Rice. Played through into space. Suarez looking to get on the end of this. Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Bellingham. And this is Luis Suarez. Rafinha. Shoots!
There will be 3
Deftly
minutes
away.
added time.
That'll be a throw-in. Maldini. Vieira. And the number on the board is 3. Szoboszlai. Now it's Owen. That's very neat. Owen stood his ground strongly.
앞에.
And there goes
누구 북이냐?
Arsenal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting...
인도네시아.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Fired deep towards the...
아, 이거 왠지 될 줄 알았는데. 까비.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And here's Romario. Tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simple as the bus, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cross from Rummenigge. Dida deals with that, nice and simple. And here's from Mario. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yeah. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf.
아,
Intercepted.
실수했다,
He read that
실수했어.
really well and stopped it.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
So what can they make of this?
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Shot a goal! He's got a goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper
Oh,
might have
nice.
done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Looking for the shot, surely! It's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that. But
아, 야, 글로 가냐.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Ah, that's a fine interception. Shot could be on. And a chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Ferdinand has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Gabriel. Vieira. Seedorf. Aims beyond the defence. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. Perez. Gabriel wins the duel this time.
아, 야, 이거 실수다.
Running strong and purposeful. Seedorf.
이야.
And he's had it nicked away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
아비?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. And Hollins!
와.
Hit the upright. Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's from Mario. And it's Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Mbappe. And no, he's seen through all of that. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Neymar. Romario! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Turns and goes back. And this is Romario. That has not gone well. Oh, cracking ball. Shoots! Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception.
야.
That pass isn't the best. And it's Perez. Great vision. He's had a shot! He hits the net. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
칠엔 TV만 세만 만세.
아, 동욱이 TV 안녕하세요.
All of a sudden, this one's total.
And the shot! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100.
Luis Suarez tries a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
아.
Very nice.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
칠엔 TV에서는 신제품 메시의 구매 계획이 있나요?
아, 현재까지는 없습니다. 현재까지는.
Oh, not the best of headers.
근데 지금 하는 폼에서
Almost 75 minutes.
빠겨보다 풀메포가 더 괜찮다고 판단이 들면은 그러면 뭐
To play him in. Well
저기
seen.
누구야?
Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back into the middle.
크루이프 뽑는 김에 뽑을까도 생각 들고.
Can he get on the end of? Can he finish? And yes, it's there.
중소기업에게는 너무 부담되는 가격이죠.
그쵸.
Complete charge. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, this is a great position.
까비.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. Surlot.
그러니까 메시 자체만 놓고 보면은
새끼들이 돈독이 올랐어요.
그러니까 메시 자체만 보면은 사실 그 특히나 무플스 공격수로 쓸 것 같은데
Receives it in a
만약에
good
뽑으면
position here. Pass somewhat off target.
거의
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
대장이잖아요, 대장.
Position lines. Great chance. Really well taken goal.
스탯은 그렇던데
More or less by himself.
개 하나에 300법을 태운다?
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
어우,
They're still trying to make a game of this. Tomiyasu kept his eye on it, and he's there.
아 실수다.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Good read, needed to be. Well, they could break here.
There will be
스테플 스미트 무엇 다 좋은데 너무 가격이 세요.
Themselves by telegraphing
진짜
that
딱
one.
메시만 뽑고 빠지는 게 제일 좋은 뽑기긴 한데 진짜 300법 한번 나오게 되면은
Can he get it through?
멘탈 엄청 털리거든요.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bellingham stood his... Bellingham! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham.
이야,
He's found... And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, it's fallen loose again!
안 먹혀도 될 거 먹힐 거예요, 이거.
And he blows his whistle. Arsenal just a thrill to witness here.
지금 폼을 이렇게 하고 있는데 요 자리가 너무 마음에 안 들면은 필메포로도 한 바꿔서 써볼 예정인데
그래도 지렌TV는 남의 돈으로 뽑기하는 게 아니니까 자유이잖아요. 식민생활하는 유부남들은 심장 떨립니다.
아 그렇게 말씀하시면 제가 할 말이 없네요. 앞에 한 문장만 보고 뭐 후원하시는 분들 얘기하시는 건가 했는데 뒤에 문장 보고 제가 할 말이 없네요. 역시 혼자가 짱이죠. 화장실 좀 갔다 올게.
공인인증서마저도 강탈돼서 독립국이 아닙니다.
공인인증서를 뺏겼다고요? 아, 그렇게 되나요? 진짜? 저는 결혼을 하고 싶은데 저런 얘기 들을 때마다 다시 생각해야 되나 싶기도 하고.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
전 용돈도 없어요. 카드 하나 받아서 써요.
To universal contentment, the Emirates embraces
아, 까비.
once more.
용돈이 없다고요?
Things have got underway here pretty
아,
promising. Oh, well played. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Neymar tries looking up for options on the left.
이거 한번 또 해봤는데.
Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
그래서 점심 안 먹고 10,000원씩 모아서 뽑기해요.
아, 그건 너무 슬픈데, 그거는? 그렇게까지 살아야 됩니까?
Just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's played forward. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who...
And he's decided to go for it. Too close for comfort.
그런 결혼 삶이라면 저는 정말 하고 싶지 않네요. 정말로. 까비.
내 여자들은 자기 말대로 하자 그래서 싫다 그럼 이혼하자고 해요.
Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Neymar. There's the header!
까비.
Caught offside that time.
아무래도 혼자 살아야 될 것 같아요. 이 풋볼을 하려면. 게임 하는 걸 이해해주는 사람을 만나고 싶다.
And it's from Mario. Mbappe. Oh, he's got a side of chance. Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do...
역시 혼자가 좋죠. 코코로도 자유롭게 만나고.
그건 너무 좋죠.
Off the post. Hangs one in. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
야, 큰일 났다.
Here for strength in numbers. Oh, that's a key interception.
다행이다.
Oh, there's the clearance. And it's gone back to the keeper.
오늘
Bale is
저녁에 코코로나 만나러 가야겠네요.
to catch the eye with his trickery. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I
아, 야,
would say
끌렸다.
that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively.
안녕하세요.
고트김님 안녕하세요.
Quickly on the counter attack to get your
아, 로빙 한다는 게
defense.
늦게 눌렸어.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
여자 100 중에 90은 게임에 돈 쓴다 그럼 어이없어 해요.
Neymar will not want to lose out here.
그쵸, 그렇긴 하죠, 보통은. 야, 뒤에서 저렇게 막는 게 말이 되는 건가, 근데.
Lam. Vieri. It's Vinicius Junior. Pull it. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked.
사고 났을 때.
Vieri
Gabi.
is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's paid it back. Vinicius Junior. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.